First rates Tuesday morning, any seconds on your screen now, and the first rates are going to be, let's wait for it. The first rates are 48 points higher for the Nifty, the market breadth near perfect. There is strong uptrend which continues in Adani group of stocks. After yesterday's strong session, the uptrend in Adani group of stocks, it continues. You got uptick which is clearly visible in IT, which is that IT stocks are picking it up from where they left yesterday. You got BPCL is looking strong. I think the Morgan report on BPCL. And then you got MCX, where numbers were not that great, but brokerages feel that give it that the margin of safety now for a stock like MCX is well in the price. But I want to look at PB Fintech. There you go. MCX not surprised at all. PB Fintech 21 rupees higher. The same stock had got punctured, and there was extreme fear at the beginning of the year when anchor investors were selling, and they were selling as if there was no tomorrow. It came below 400. Now from 400, sub 400 to 650, it's just been a V-shaped recovery for PB Fintech.
Yeah, PB Fintech definitely on our radar this morning. That really is one of the stocks. There's also Vedanta. Remember, the board has approved the first interim dividend for the fiscal at 18.5 rupees per share. Vedanta as well starts off in the green, 1% higher there. JSW Steel, NCLT has approved the resolution plan of JSW Steel coated products for NSAIL, so look out for that stock as well. Indiabulls Housing as well. The AUMs have come up by about almost 4% on a year-on-year basis, and the gross NPAs are now at a 6-quarter low, although you're not seeing any marked recovery in the stock price as of now. There are, of course, a lot of earnings. There's SJVN, there's Garware Technologies, etc., which have also come out with some decent set of numbers. On the weak side, though, there's Shree Cement. The margins, EBITDA, they're all below what the street was anticipating. Shree Cement, though, starts off a little bit tempered and in the green as we speak right now. Balmer Lorry, they're going to be mulling a buyback. That stock has jumped up this morning and it's gapped up about almost 5%. 131 is where that stock is. Negative earnings then from HEG, Gujarat Alkalis, Finolex Industries, Borosil, Dhanlakshmi Bank, where the NII is down 9.25%, operating profits have slipped 29%. These are all a weak bag of earnings, which are largely reacting to their numbers right now. Let me just refresh the screen and show you where the Adani group of stocks are and what IT as a pack is up to and whether that trend continues or not. Adani Enterprises 10% gap up this morning as well. Adani Ports higher by 4%. Let's bring up Wilmar. Let's bring up Ambuja. Transmission higher by about 5%. So that strength in the Adani group of names continues this morning as well. BPCL, Cummins and MCX, that's holding up 3.5% as we speak right now. That is the other stock. Remember, it's down about 19% from its year-to-date peak. The biggest concern, of course, was the delayed transition to TCS software. For every quarter of delay, remember, the company pays an additional 81 crore rupees. However, the volume growth remains strong for MCX, and that's gapped up 5.5% as we speak right now. Let's check in on Max Healthcare as well, considering GQG Partners has bought about 7.5 million shares at 550 rupees. Max starts off with a gain of about 1.5%. What's Nifty IT up to? I can see Infosys actually hold out, as is Wipro. But of course, the move on IT is a lot more tempered as opposed to what the move was yesterday, at least. But Kunal, where do you think one can punch in trades here?
I think it's a good start for the indices. We are back almost at 18,380, 400 on the spot Nifty. So that would probably encourage more, long rollovers for the indices in the next series. So, since we start off the expiry week, so I think that's also going to be an encouraging point to look out for. PSU banking stocks are making a mild comeback. So the stock which I would look to trade in the open would be on Canara Bank. Very interesting chart, formed a bullish hammer pattern 2 days back, recovered above the 300 levels. Looks very attractive on the short-term basis. So that's a stock which I would be looking to recommend to clients as well.
Okay, that's Canara Bank for you. Let's also find out what exactly Naresh is punching in as his first trade. Naresh, what is it that you're looking at, given the screen is looking healthy at around 18,380?
So looking at a bounce in L&T at 2215, 2220 looks interesting for a bounce towards at least 2300 in the short term. So L&T is a trade where risk reward fits in really well.
of other buzzers there. While, of course, the Adani group of names are the ones which are a buzz. Adani Enterprises up 10%, Adani Ports holding higher by 4%, Ambuja is up a good 2% as we speak right now. There's also Cummins, which is holding out almost about 2% in trade, and then MCX, which is scaled up very smartly, 5.5% higher as we speak right now. Not such a great performance from an Indiabulls Housing. Dixon, in fact, we discussed this stock with Kunal earlier today. That's actually taking a breather. It's down about 1.25%. Lalpat Labs, Balrampur Chini, Manappuram are all seeing red ticks for themselves. Dr. Lal currently lower by about 1.5%. Balrampur Chini and Dixon is the other one, along with Manappuram, which is going to come up for you on your screens. These are all the red starters. For the index, about 50 points higher is where we're currently at. Let's see which way we head from here. Kunal, shouldn't be a problem, I guess, to, get back into that new high zone, which we did till about last week and then took a step back.
Yeah, so I think 18,400 should be taken out, say, in the next couple of days, and especially going to the Thursday, monthly expiry, because the markets would want to end up this the second straight consecutive month of bullish sentiment on an optimistic note. So I think in that regards, we would probably see the index closing near to the high point of the day. So wouldn't be surprised, high point of the the series. So wouldn't be surprised that hopefully by Thursday we break past about the 18,400, 450 mark on the spot Nifty. And I think what I like about the markets in the last couple of days specifically is the new set of sectors making a comeback. That makes the market internals a lot more vibrant than what we have seen over the last maybe 1 or 2 months.
All right, that's the view coming in from Kunal. Meantime, Naresh, what about your take on BPCL in trade?
So still not a convincing stock as such. We've seen a decent enough recovery for the stock, but from here on, I would be a little more cautious on the stock. Crude is at the lower end of the range. We are not seeing a similar, say, crack which could have come on the other side. So would avoid the whole space as of now. So say if we get closer to 330 to 350 mark, that's the time where you want to get into the stock, not at current levels.